to the Simon Kenton Council Court of Honor. My name is Vonzel Powell, and I'll be your MC for this event. A little bit about myself. I started out as a Evolved parent, became an assistant den leader, and then den leader, then moved to assistant cub master and then cub master before crossing over to Boy Scouts. I now serve as the troop chaplain for Boys and Girls Troop 148, Venturing Crew 148, and Cub Scout Pack 148 in Hilliard. 2020 was an interesting year for scouting to continue moving forward. We're excited to honor exceptional scouts and scouters during this year's Court of Honor. To kick us off, scouts from Pack 197 and Troop 84 will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Scout Oath and the Scout Law.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Great job, Scouts. It's now my honor to introduce Chubby Powell to lead us in our invocation for today.
Prepare yourself in your manner of faith. God, we give thanks for this day. We thank you for the world of scouting. Thank you for allowing us to gather here today to celebrate these scouters and their achievements. God, we pray that you guide their hearts and their minds as they continue to dedicate themselves to shaping the youth and other leaders of today for a stronger tomorrow. Thank you for all your blessings you have given us. God, we love you and we will continue to do your will. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you for sharing your prayer, Chubby. And thank you for attending today's virtual Court of Honor. During our program, we'll celebrate leadership awards, achievements in conservation, and outstanding Eagles, along with the District Awards of Merit, and celebrate our 2020 Silver Beaver recipients. In scouting, we rely on dedicated volunteer leaders to equip youth with leadership skills and positive character traits that will help set an example for others and create a unique culture for generations to come. Whether you're a registered leader, former leader, or a family member supporting someone who dedicates their time and their effort to scouting, each of you has played a significant role in delivering much-needed program to the youth in our communities. Now I'd like to introduce the Council President, Chris Miller, for his remarks.
Hello and welcome to our Council Court of Honor. It's been an unusual year in 2020, and we're going to hope things come back to normal in 2021. Tonight, we're going to provide an opportunity for the Council to recognize its key volunteers for their participation in scouting in the last year. In addition, we're providing not only district-level awards, council-level awards, but a national award or two here and there. We appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you enjoy it. I want to say on behalf of the council that it has been a really wonderful, and I know that's hard to believe, wonderful opportunity to work with all of you over the course of the last year. We have had a significant amount of challenges. I won't go into detail on those because we all know what they are, but I'm proud of the council, I'm proud of our adult leadership, and I am significantly proud of our youth in the way that they rose to the challenge and behaved like scouts. We had all sorts of alternatives for our youth put into place very quickly. Council staff did a wonderful job. I also want to point out that some of the innovative programs that were put together by our leadership team and our council staff were really tremendous. One of those in specific reference was our university, or Merit Badge University program. Merit Badge University program was one that essentially we were intending to be used by our local scouts, but ironically and happily, it went global. So we had international scouts participating in our Merit Badge University program. We had scouts across the United States participating in the program and local scouts. In addition, we had summer camp programs in a box. We were able to deliver these programs to both Scouts and Cub Scouts, and we think that it was something that really provided an opportunity and an outlet during the pandemic that our youth weren't getting anywhere else. So we're really thrilled and excited to continue to develop those programs, and we want to look to those programs in the future to work off them and try to continue to engage the youth in our program in general, and also make sure that we find different outlets throughout the course of the year to try these kinds of innovative distance learning things. I can't be happier with the way that the council basically grabbed itself by its bootstraps, pulled itself up, and met the challenge. These are exactly the kinds of things that we want to illustrate for the youth in our program. And not only did they meet it with great aplomb, but they did so and learned significantly how to improve the way we deliver our program. I think this will change the way we deliver our program from now into the future, and I think that's a good thing. Many of you who have heard me throughout the last several years talk about different things in the council I find important. You know there's nothing more important to me than making sure our program is relevant to the youth that participate in it. And I have to tell you, this really was a kick in the pants with 2020 in regards to determine how we need to be relevant and how do we need to adjust and how we need to modify our program to address the needs of our youth. We did a great job, thanks to all of you, and I just want to turn it back to the ceremony. But again, let me say one more time, couldn't be prouder of this council, couldn't be prouder of its membership, both youth and adult. Scout on, everybody.
As many of you know, Eagle Scouts have been leading positive change in their communities for more than a century. That tradition continues with the historic inaugural class of female Eagle Scouts. We would like to take the time to celebrate our inaugural Eagle Scouts. Congratulations to these ladies. It is now my pleasure to recognize a few of our council district level award recipients. The District Award of Merit is given to registered Scouters who have provided outstanding service at the district level. We'd like to take a moment to recognize these Scouters. Congratulations. Next, we'd like to honor our William T. Hornaday Award recipients. This retired award was given for distinguished service in natural resources conservation. Congratulations to Ian Cheeseman, Jack Kellett, and Ted Shipley on receiving your award. Lastly, I'd like to take a moment to honor our NISA Outstanding Eagle Award recipients. The NISA Outstanding Eagle Award was created to recognize notable Eagle Scouts who have performed distinguished service at the local, state, or regional level. Often worthy candidates for the Outstanding Eagle Award have inspired others through their actions and have devoted a lifetime to their profession, avocation, community, and beliefs at a great sacrifice to themselves and their families. This year, we are recognizing Werner Vern Margard, Chris Miller, and Ryan Pelletier. They are truly outstanding Eagles. It is now my pleasure to introduce Patty Heisey to recognize the dedicated men and women of the Venturing and Sea Scout programs.
It is my honor and pleasure to be with you today to recognize Scouts and Scouters of Simon Kenton Council Venturing and Sea Scout program. The Sea Scout and Venturing Leadership Award recognizes those who have, through leadership, provided personal growth, adventure, and service through the program to others. Congratulations to Ben Bratton in earning the Sea Scout Leadership Award, Jordan Hires earning the Venturing Leadership Award. Congratulations to Lisa Murray for receiving the Venturing Leadership Award. And congratulations to Steve Smith for receiving the Venturing Leadership Award. Congratulations to all our recipients today.
Before we congratulate our class of 2020 Silver Beaver recipients, we would like to take the moment to recognize an individual who received the Silver Antelope. This award is used to recognize registered Scouters of exceptional character who have provided distinguished service within a region. This year, we are proud to honor David Stowe as the Silver Antelope. Congratulations, David. It's now time to recognize the class of 2020 Silver Beaver recipients. The Silver Beaver Award is given to Scouters of exceptional character who have provided distinguished service within a council. This is one of the highest recognitions the council can bestow on a Scouter. Please join me as we learn more about and honor our Silver Beaver recipients.
I first came to know Jay a few years ago as a member of the Simon Kenton Council Board. And what I immediately recognized was Jay's deep expertise in the construction industry, which has been a huge asset for our council as we have thought about the future of scouting and what that means for our facilities and our camps and getting kids outdoors. Jay has been there to guide that vision, and it hasn't always been easy. You know, there's been a lot of input along the way, and that's one thing I really appreciate about Jay is that he takes the feedback, he stops to listen to people. You know, he wants to make sure that what we're moving forward with is something that everybody can get behind. The other thing about Jay is that he's not just involved at the council level, he's also very active as the Scoutmaster of Troop 428, which is one of our larger troops within the Simon Kenton Council. And it's so much fun to hear Jay talk about his experiences with the youth in that group, his son going on campouts. He's helped guide 28 young men to their eagle, which is just incredible. And you think about the impact that he has made on those lives and for so many others here in our council. It's why he's just so deserving of this honor. So Jay, we thank you for everything that you do for our council and just want to say congratulations on a job well done.
I've known Lynn since roughly, I believe it was 2008, 2009, if not longer than that, when his daughter joined the program, the venturing program, because he wanted to give his daughter the scouting, the scouting opportunity that he had as a youth. Lynn was one of the old school Philmont Scouts from Milford Center. I believe that was Troop 158. And it started out with Lynn wanting to give to his daughter. And after we got more involved in the program, I said, hey, I need an associate leader. And he jumped right into that mix. And he hasn't slowed down yet. If anybody goes to the Venturing Officers Association, there's Lynn. You go to the University of Scouting, he's running the venturing program. So it's not just giving to the youth, but he's really I would say, the council spokesperson for the venturing program. If there's anybody who's Mr. Venturing, I'd like to say it's Lynn. And in a lot of cases, you know, people who've earned the Silver Beaver at this time were asked to give you a congratulations. Well, yes, congratulations are due. But Lynn, what I really want to say to you is thank you. If it wasn't for your guidance, not just to the youth, myself and the other leaders, we wouldn't have the program here in Simon Kenton that we do. Even to this day, we count on you as being our advisor, and you've helped so many youth. Could go down the list. We've had silver recipients, we've had ranger recipients, we've worked through the new advancement program in venturing. We have young youth that are progressing through that. So in so many ways, Lynn, it's not as much congratulations as it is thank you. To my friend, my fellow frontiersman, thank you.
All you have to do is spend 5 minutes talking to Jodi about scouting to understand why Ken Hines and I, along with the support of others, have nominated Jodi for the Silver Beaver Award. From her passionate, energy-filled work with day camp to her continued passionate work with the training programs, it's clear that as a servant leader, Jodi understands that scouting is worthwhile work that continues to enrich the lives of scouts and scouters across our council. Congratulations, Jodi.
I first met Kurt when he was a committee chair over at PAC 888 in Dublin. I was coming over there for the crossover for some of his Cub Scouts over to my troop. And actually, I think his oldest son was one of those individuals. Kurt and his family joined our troop, and everyone knows the Hebner family in scouting. He has 3 boys, all in scouting. If they're not Eagle already, they will be soon. And Stacy, of course, works at council. I nominated Kurt definitely for his motivation and his dedication to scouting, his whole family. Kurt has served as committee chair over at the pack level, as he was also the committee chair at troop level. He currently serves as the Darby Creek Roundtable Commissioner, and he is a merit badge counselor in a number of different merit badges, and is well known in the district for his nature. He loves his nature walks, where he works with the scouts on bird calls and plant identification. He's very good at that, and he's always my go-to guy when I need something done in the district. And I'm very happy that he earned this award.
I've heard it said that the best Scoutmaster is the biggest Boy Scout, and Lowell Hires definitely fills that bill. First of all, he brings the fun. It's the first thing I think of when I think of Lowell, whether that means doing the mile swim in a kiddie pool at the Chief Logan Parade Field at summer camp, or wearing a T-Rex costume to a camp out. He always brings the fun. Lowell also is a great encourager. I think one of his greatest strengths is he encourages those around him, whether it's encouraging the youth to do the Frontiersman program or go on the high adventure. But he also encourages the adults to challenge ourselves as well and try new things. He really makes that safe space to fail or succeed for the youth and the adults around him. And I would also say he is super helpful, always willing to lend a hand, whether it's a course or a camp or a service project. He's always the first one out there with his really great attitude, ready to go. So I definitely support Lowell Hires' nomination to the Silver Beaver. Congratulations, Lowell, my Wonder Twin, my friend, and the biggest Boy Scout at Troop 148.
My honor and an extreme privilege to be here to present to you the Silver Beaver nominee, or selector individual, Richard Bones. Richard has meant a lot to me over the years. I first met him in 1998 up at Camp Lazarus when the OA had their banquet up there, and as camp staff, I helped to serve the meal and help prepare it. Richard at that time took me under his wing. We talked about the OA. He let me know what it was all about, and because that was early in my days of scouting, and I really had not a clue what was going on. Richard over the years became a very good friend, and I was called out for the OA myself here a few years ago, and that's when I noticed that every time that Richard talks to youth, you can see that he is planting the seeds of the future. He just has a way about talking, and he'll tell you, well, don't you think you better be thinking about what you're going to do in the future? And the kids really eat that up. I've heard several come back later and talk to him about that. He just has a way with people. He's like a big teddy bear that I just want to hug. And it's an extreme privilege to be here and present Richard. I just wish we could do this in person so that all of you could get a chance to talk to him and understand where I'm coming from.
I know Scott primarily through Roundtable, I think. So I actually met him so long ago, I can't remember meeting him. Isn't that terrible? But he was just at Roundtable, and Roundtable Commissioner is the position I've interacted with him the most. And he is just so open and welcoming and happy to teach and share all of the knowledge that he has with scouting with anyone that walks in the room. So I'm fairly confident at a Roundtable in Tri-Creek is how I met Scott. I nominated him for Silver Beaver just because of his involvement and attitude and caring for the scouts and for the scouters in Tri-Creek. He was not a scout as a youth, and started with his son, like very many of us did, in that tiger range. And actually, when his son went all the way through Webelos with his father as his den leader, his son Colin crossed over to Boy Scout troop. Scott stayed on with the pack as the Cub Master, and really participated very actively with the pack as the Cub Master, taking carloads of kids to summer camp and making sure they had the appropriate outings, and just being a really fun, interactive, engaging Cub Master the whole entire time his son went through the troop and eagle process. So and in addition to that, Scott wears lots of hats. So in addition to that, he's a unit commissioner. He became the district commissioner in Tri-Creek. And I remember at least 10 years ago, he would spend University of Scouting outside in the snow, because it sometimes always snowed on University of Scouting Day, teaching balloon training to all of the new Cub Scout leaders so that they could get their outdoor activities in and have appropriately trained people. So this is the thing that I really noticed about Scott. It doesn't matter if he's doing something basic like the Pledge of Allegiance. He's looking for the youth in the room. He's engaging the youth in the room, and he makes sure every decision as a district commissioner, as a Cub Master, as a merit vouch counselor is what is in the best interest of the youth of this unit. So that's the thing that really touched me, and just the amount of time, energy, effort, and probably money that he has invested in his scouting life. Congratulations, Scott. Highly deserved award here, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy to know you, and I'm so happy for all the youth in Tri-Creek that have had the opportunity to be graced by your presence and learn from you. Thank you.
Jenny Whetstone has been with Troop 185 and Troop 581 for at least 10 years. She's been in scouting for 16 years actually, and she always held leadership positions in all dance packs, venture crews. And I think really her crowning achievement is that she created the first girl troop in Dublin, which is Troop 581, and she's the Scoutmaster right now. Now, on top of being a leader, she's also mentoring other adults. She's giving back in Blackfoot, and she took Wood Badge, and she's just very deserving because she's totally committed to scouting, and that's why we nominated her for the Silver Beaver Award, and I think that's why she is the most qualified and deserving person to receive the Silver Beaver Award. So congratulations, Jenny.
I nominated Jeff Leach for the Silver Beaver Award. Jeff has been dedicated to scouting for well over 20 years. I first met him when my son moved over to Troop 117, Pack 117, and Jeff was in charge of the Webelos, and his son and my son crossed over together into Troop 117. Jeff is very passionate about scouting. I can't count the number of volunteer hours that he has put in over the years. He has been the committee chair at the pack level, committee chair at the troop level. He has also been the Cub Master, as well as the Buckeye Commissioner, Roundtable Commissioner, when we were part of that district. He has also served as the Darby Creek Membership Chair. He just this past month has been awarded the Bronze Pelican Award, which is the Catholic Scouting Award. Jeff is very passionate about that, and numerous hours putting floats together for the pack, working on Eagle projects with the scouts coming up, and it was wonderful that our two sons that crossed over together both made Eagle. And Jeff is a remarkable man and has brought many a leader into scouting.
I met Aaron back when my son was still an AOL, we below 2, and he was about to transition into the troop, and I knew him then as kind of an assistant scoutmaster and merit badge counselor. But as I went through the different positions within the unit, I became the unit commissioner and eventually unit committee chair. And I got to know all the other things that Aaron's done. And he's been involved in scouting since he was a cub at the same charter organization. Later as a scout, went on to get his Eagle and volunteered as an adult. And it's now been 33 years later. And Aaron and Kat, thank you enough for everything you've done for scouting. Come to find out more about you, being a camp director, AOL, not AOL, Order of the Arrow, advisor, counselor, chair. You've gone through so many different positions. You've affected the lives of so many scouts, not just in our unit, but throughout the entire district. And I really appreciate you. We all appreciate you. Everything you've done, and so many scouts that you've touched lives. You've been an impact on so many people, including the adults. And although you're a quiet person, I think you leave a big impact. Thank you, Aaron.
Congratulations to our 2020 Silver Beaver class. Thank you for everything you have done for our scouts, and I'm sure each of you will continue this same incredible support to scouts in our community in the future. I now have the pleasure of introducing our Scout Executive, Jeff Moe, for his closing comments.
Congratulations to everyone recognized today. Our inaugural class of female Eagle Scouts, our Horner Day Award recipients, Venturing and Sea Scout Leadership Award recipients, a newly minted Silver Antelope, and our Council's 2020 class of Silver Beavers. Your dedication and commitment to scouting is exemplary. And on behalf of all of our scouts and scouting families, a big thank you for all that you do to make scouting happen. And thank you, Vaughn. I appreciate your taking time to serve as our MC for today's Court of Honor. We're coming up on a year of these virtual events and gatherings, and it's my sincere wish that they become obsolete as quickly as they became a staple in our everyday lives. I miss interacting with so many of you in person. It's an important part of what draws me to this work. Because of our honorees and each of you watching this event, scouting in Central and Southern Ohio and Northern Kentucky is a strong and vibrant program for our young people. During this past year, in so many ways and with no less enthusiasm than before, you have kept scouting moving forward to ensure the best experience for our scouts. Thanks again for your support of scouting in the Simon Kenton Council.
Thank you for joining us today. Taking the extra time to join us in a virtual event really means the most to us. We hope to see you at next year's Council Court of Honor. Until then, happy trails.